everyone, and welcome to Cricut Time. Subscribe to see new videos each week with project ideas and tutorials on all things Cricut. For today's tutorial, I will show you how to use Cricut's Foil Iron-On Vinyl. Let's start out in Design Space. This design will be nice and simple today because the shininess of the vinyl will be eye-catching enough on its own. I'll bring in a text box and put in the name. I want a cursive font. I think today I'll go with Hello Honey. Normally I would just weld or unite this and it would be ready to go, but I want this font to be a little bit thicker. The easiest way to do that is click on Offset. I'll move the slider to get it just right, then press Apply. I don't need the original text layer anymore, so I can delete that. All I have to do now is resize this. It needs to be 4.75 inches wide. And now I am ready to press Make It. I'll be cutting on a mat. And when I get to this screen, it is super important to press Mirror because this will be an iron-on project. If you don't do that, your design is going to come out backwards. Now I need to pick my material. This one will be in the iron-on category, and I want foil iron-on. For this project, I will be using this makeup bag that I got on sale from Hobby Lobby for a whole 87 cents. I'll also need some iron-on vinyl. The one I'm using today is Cricut's Foil Iron-On in Rose Gold. I'll start out by cutting the iron-on vinyl to size. Foil iron-on vinyl comes in lots of different colors, and it's super easy to use. I'll include a link for it in the description below. I have seen a lot of posts asking people how they store their scraps. I'll show you what I do. I just take the extra pieces and tuck them right into the tube of vinyl. Whenever I need a small piece, I just pull it out and check if it's big enough before cutting another one. Now I can stick this vinyl onto my green mat. For iron-on material, make sure you flip the vinyl over so your machine cuts the back of the material. I'll use my brayer to stick this down smoothly to the mat. Now I can pop this into my Maker 3. This is done cutting, but I'm not going to unload it from my machine just yet. In my experience, I have found that foil materials don't always cut all the way through on the first pass. Grab your weeder tool and try to lift off a little section to see if it comes off nicely. This one is actually coming up nice and easy, so it looks good to unload it from the machine. Now I can use my weeder tool to pull off the background. I'll flip the mat over and pull the mat away from the vinyl to get it off. Now I can get the bag ready. The first thing I need to do is use a lint roller to remove any loose fibers where the iron-on vinyl will go. I'll be using my heat press soon, so I'll cut off this tag, don't want to burn it. Here is the iron-on vinyl. I love this foil. It's super shiny and it matches this bag perfectly. Now I can line up this design into position. But when I let go, it just pops right back up again. If this happens to you, just use a few pieces of heat-resistant tape to hold it into place. This looks good. Depending on what type of liner you have on the inside, you might need to put a piece of parchment paper on the inside of your bag. I have had an issue with the liner melting once, so now I do this every time there is a liner. Now this iron-on is finally ready for the heat press. Put down a heat mat or a towel. I'll cover the bag with a piece of parchment paper to protect my heat press. Today I'll be using an Easy Press 2, so the settings I will be using are 290 degrees for 30 seconds with firm pressure. If you aren't sure which settings to use, you can check out the Cricut Heat Guide for recommendations. It's nice and easy. Just select the heat press you will be using, the heat transfer material, and the base material. And it will tell you which setting to use for your project. When the timer is up, try lifting your heat press straight up and stick it back on its base. This looks good already. You might want to start pulling the paper off, but you need to wait until this has time to cool down, which only takes a minute. This is cool to the touch, and now I can pull off the backing paper. Well, there you go. This cute little gift is done and ready to go. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more project ideas and tutorials on all things Cricut.